Hi guys, I am going to try and make two separate videos here, and it's about your the energies that are coming in. This video is going to be, I guess, about your unresolved emotions or the things that are not serving us, that are surfacing during this time. And I'm doing this video because I have been getting tons of questions about how to deal with the emotions that are coming from all of these energies right now. Um, and last night, coincidentally, I had an old emotion come up, and it has to do with my near death experience, which ironically I made a video about a couple of days ago. And I thought I was healed from this. I thought that I didn't have any negative attachments to it, but out of the blue, last night about 7:30, I ended up having all kinds of emotions, and I started bawling. Um, I put on a movie that's called Heaven is Real. I believe that's what it was called, and it hadn't even started, and I was just in tears, and it got me thinking, and I realized that I have been holding on to the pain of or the bitterness towards my mom actually waking me up from my near death experience and bringing me back to life. So, in all honesty, I believe I have also been upset with God for allowing my mom um, to wake me up, because if she weren't being pulled to do so, um, I wouldn't be here right now. And I know it was His choice to allow her to hear me, hear the bed shaking, and come in there and wake her little girl up. My purpose has not been served. And I have been doing a great service this entire, 14 months, or more so the last 6 months at least. And this is just the beginning of what God has for me. This is just the beginning. It has nothing, I read in the Bible, and where Peter thought he was doing God's will all of that time, where he was going around and, spreading the gospel, and all the things that he was doing, when, Jesus came to him and actually cuffed him to himself, to Christ, and gave him a different perspective, and shown him that no, God's way has nothing to do with the way that we have been living. And so I know that my purpose is great, but I'm sorry I'm taking so long to get to this point. But you can't suppress your emotions. And the reason why it's coming out now is because we have suppressed it for however long that it has been. And you have to be able to feel these emotions. You have to be able to feel them in order to let them go. And if you are trying your hardest to just ignore what's taking place within you, you're going to suppress it again. And you're going to create this other kind of resistance again. And you cannot move forward. We cannot take our past with us when we go into 2020. 2020 represents foundations. It is the life year number 4, which again represents a strong foundation. It's just like a house. It sits on 4 walls. Your foundation and your structure has to be strong in order to receive and to do its job. The house has to be built on a sturdy foundation for it to last years and years and years to come. So it's important. Just like yesterday, I had to feel those emotions. They had to surface, and they came out of nowhere. And it made me realize what I was holding on to. And you don't really have to do anything except know what it is. But if it is such a huge burden or bitterness I suggest you doing the "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you" um, letters, or in your journal about it, and just let it be, because everything that has happened in our past, it had to take place in the order that it did to bring us to where we are. But when we hold on and retain all the emotions, we're staying there. We're staying stuck. And that's why we can't ever feel our future, because we're staying within those past emotions. So I want you to feel it, and I want you to acknowledge it, and then just say bye bye and let it go. And you'll never have to deal with it again when you do. But when you refrain from feeling it, you're always reliving it. You're always feeling it. And it's always going to come up in situations in your life. And that's not what you want to do. So that's my view and my intake on it. And I'm going to end this video and take another one here about some other information that I would love to share. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.